which was done by the artist Townley and Bradby. It was a night walk around Cambridge in which they presented interviews with people who work in the city at night, as well as setting up performances, games and activities with the audience. And this walk took place the night the clocks went back, so it started at midnight, and it folded into itself the extra hour from 1 to 2, and so this hour happens twice over when the clocks go back. And the poem reflects this, and it also incorporates found material in the form of overheard dialogue and excerpts from the interviews that they presented. So the body of the poem is laid out with marginal notes, and Sally Davies is going to present these as I read the main body of the poem. And I've got a few copies of these and they're free, so if you want one afterwards, come and find me. Conversations after dark. Fractious, unsociable, because diurnal. But me, I love this job. And they understand that this is a place for fun. And they confide. They respect the fine spirits I've built up. And they confide. So now we are part of the build-up. So now we can try to listen or sense the aura of people in these rooms doing sleeping. A long history of bed rest and drowsy numbness. The great thing is they're living, so you can look at dynamic processes as they occur. Taxis in convoy down a stone alleyway, a turn to take you out of the light, wells of charcoal shadow in the churchyard. These greasy fingerprints and brush marks, cobwebs black under sodium lamps. It's obviously just someone who likes running their hands along buildings. We'll have a combination too. You tell me something, then I tell you something. Yes, turn-taking, that's it. I'm used to the unspooling. But this is new. Thoughts sheared off by insistent demand. Constantly regrouping. What now? The weather. Rousseau taps splenetically the locked-up gates, wants to ingest the barometer, take the readings of his soul. Last meta-observation, 24 Oct. 09, Cambridge Airport, 1920 BST. Temp, 14.0 degrees C, humid 77%, sea level press 1004 HPA, visib 9.0 km, wind dir SW, wind sp 33.3 kmh, precip NA, cond scattered clouds. These conditions make redoubtable doors semi-permeable, electronic keys and wickets. So Corpus Christi receives the mark. Take, eat, this is my coin. We've got them coming out of our ears. Slip it to the masonry shelf, the styrofoam shadow. Hidden discrete parts of the city where you can leave said coin, marking the place as promissory note, as bit of value in temporary keeping of the night, as recognition of the tight enfolding of the economic in every civil niche. Like beating gold, there's nothing sinister about it. Art shows the world how it really is. I mean, what are we seeing on these monitors that you couldn't? Nothing. Only great streams of piss coursing down old stone. Between legs, between the tables of Don Pasquale's, it was before it opened. Between spillages of coin and flesh, great splashing estuarine dissolution of property and street. They do it anywhere now. Well, it goes like this. There's something about Britain and people, not always men, getting drunk and hitting each other. I was out playing in Cadiz. There were 40,000-ish people there, slaughtered, in lunatic fancy dress, with no aggression anywhere. Go figure, Montesquieu. In all probability, it is a defect of the filtration of the nervous juice. The baffled king composing. Are you a policeman? No. But you're kind of allowed to peel back the carpet. If you're homeless, the average age of death is 42. Every now and then you think, what is going on? Some people genuinely can't sleep, so we have to make allowances for that. O lente, lente, curate noctis equi, the stars move still, time runs, the clock will strike, the devil will come, and Faustus must be damned. Vomit and glass, tea on the steps. Yeah, sugary. These conditions make redoubtable doors semi-permeable. Drink, students, and letterboxes. We've got them coming out of our ears. Take it from the fuse box, the busker's hat, the horse's mouth. Hidden, discreet parts of the city where you can lift coin, marking the place as promissory note, as bit of value different when you play it again, as recognition of the brief suspension of civil time. There's nothing funny about it. CCTV shows the lack of respect and the viciousness, the great streams of power coursing down old streets, between legs, between the tables of Don Pascales, it was before they opened, around the burger vans and the earth-filled fountains. Why are they singing the national anthem? Couldn't they have waited till they got home? Don't stop me now. Bellowing the night air, everyone's got something that makes them trip out. Having such a good time, I'm having a ball. I don't like this, it makes my skin crawl. There's something about music and the sonic pool, whereas my street corner is just a street corner unless I wrestle control of it. No one has hit me yet. Go figure, Mr. Fahrenheit. A bike bell gamelan is an interlude beyond words. In all probability, it is a small tinnitus in the taxi. Do you know what? You're fucking lucky to be a bloke. It's something that's always made me angry. I don't want to get hepatitis. 3 a.m, a whole crowd of people. Where have they been? Where have they going? Where are they going? I want to go and ask them, but I can't hear the words or render them ethically. We is failing here. A last burst of sterile car park light. Upstairs, the stars move still. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Time for an unreliable dew point. I'm not sure how much information we can divulge. It's like the bricks themselves have changed. Have you heard of the West Midlands? Have you heard of Birmingham? Have you heard of Coventry? Have you heard of Rugby? We came from there, looking for pussy and R&B. We are fading here. Conversation in the back of a car leaving Cambridge by the back roads. Dew points as the sleepy head knocks against the misted window. And that's the last thing I remember. At speed, a Fenland history of horrors and charms may have ghosted by. Folkloric phosphenes of drainage and skating, nighthawks or nightjars have all fled south, something of gurgling in the sluice, something of vapours and opiates, something of rituals and fever mist. It lingers. Let's talk about owls. In combination with nightjars? No, just owls, and why they want to stay out all night. It's a sort of adventure. By daylight you can manoeuvre the punt of language around this. First METAR observation, 25 Oct. 09, Cambridge Airport, 0720 GMT. Temp, 11.0 degrees C. Humid, 88%. Sea level press, 1009 HPA. Visiv, 9.0 km. Wind dir, SSW. Wind sp, 16.7 kmh. Precip, NA. Cond, unknown.